Welcome back from that break. Now, this September, a team from the European Union will be auditing Uganda's compliance with the required export standards to the Western market or to the EU market, where the country earns a meager $30 million US or 100 billion Ugandan shillings. One among the final phase of dissemination of the findings over the past months, captured by a team of domestic consultants, reveals that only 23 out of nearly 50 companies will be reviewed by the European Union experts. A number of producers of horticultural products, in particular chilies, as well as exporters, have been culpable of poor farm practices, storage facilities, among others, that have led to interceptions. And last year, there was a self-imposed ban by the Ministry of Trade to the Ugandan government on especially export of chilies, following threats of an outright ban by the EU after a number of export consignments were found to have infestations. But since the self-imposed ban, a range of export products have been found wanting in the EU, issuing constant alerts. And joining me in the studio right now is Mr. Michael Owino. He is the Vice Chairperson of the Fruits, Vegetables Exporters and Flower Growers Association or Exporters Association. Michael, we know the title is long, and we had a chat here just a while ago, and he told me the meeting was tough. But how are you now?
We are ready.
After the tough meeting,
we are getting better.
Okay, great. So in this meeting, I've just given a background of a background of what has been happening within the subsector. But now, without going back again, what has come out? What was the take home from this meeting?
Basically, this meeting was to prepare exporters to meet the EU auditors and to prepare the NPPO, the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Trade, to be ready to meet the experts coming. It was prepare us to get through the checklist that was sent to us about a week ago to get ready for the EU experts. So it is to check our readiness, prepare us on regulations, on the rules and the requirements. Of the EU.
What exactly, because you are from the in-house, you're from the association.
Yes.
What are some of these issues that the EU tends to have with our exports in particular?
Basically, we've been having non-compliance issues, especially with documentation, with our quality of our produce. We've been having a lot of infestations, especially pests, and also the wrong chemical usage in our produce. And they've been warning us for some years now, and they're coming to test how far we've gone in trying to comply.
And are there some sort of, are you doing this on your own as exporters, and of course bearing in mind that you deal with outgrowers? Is there any sort of policy to make sure we sanitize this subsector between you and government?
We have done a lot. We have done an internal audit. We have trained our farmers. We have audited. We have done 2 audits now, internal audits. The first audit was to check the readiness of all companies in Uganda. We did over 50 companies. In the second audit, the companies improved on their standards, and about 23, before only less than 5 complied. But now they are up to about 23 companies complying. However, all other companies are working day and night. We are training our farmers. We are preparing all the documentations, improving on our systems, hiring new staff, and getting ready on ways of handling our products, getting ready for the experts.
So how much has, for instance, the ban cost the industry or the subsector during the ban, during the time when the ban was imposed?
Yes.
What did that cost us?
Basically, it cost us a lot because, remember, we are competing so many countries in Europe. A ban of 1 week, other countries get in the market. We lost markets, companies lost lots of investments. But for now, there has been no ban as of yet. The government, the regulators have been eliminating companies that were absolutely not ready. So that's why there are few companies exporting now. However, we are getting ready for for the audit. They're ready now.
What exactly are those companies doing right that some of your people are not doing right? Beyond the investigations and all that, what are we lacking? Is it training? Is it? It seems to be like a chronic problem. That
it is a chronic
that spreads in other sectors as well.
Yes,
if we check.
It's a chronic problem. The farmers traditionally have been doing things a certain way, and they went into growing for export without training. So now they are required to have documentation on all the management of the farm systems, harvest forms, the pest scouting forms, the inspection forms. All these, our farmers are not used to this. And we are seeing, and if we don't train our farmers very quickly, we see the evolution. Farmers we see the evolution of the elite farmers taking advantage of the illiterate farmers. So we need a quick training so that our farmers will not be kicked out of the market.
Crowding them out.
Yeah.
And there are those, as we finish, there are those that are watching you right now, and they're farmers beginning, you know, and they're saying these guys who export are really making a kill, and I would like to do the same. What would be your advice, your parting advice to them?
Wow, we would advise them to improve, to partner with us, register with the companies that they are growing. Right now, every farmer is growing for a specific company. So we expect them to register with those companies, attend all the training, so that they can be ready to supply the export market. Otherwise, compliance has been very expensive for all companies, including the farmers. It is very expensive. We're still spending a lot.
So you're saying the key thing is register? They
register with the export companies that they are growing for. We have a coding system. Every product we buy, you must have a coding system right to the field. So farmers who are not coded to specific market will be left out of the market.
You still have a lot to do in as far as, you know, directing these farmers, apart from those who know to your you know, the offices where they can get you and all that. We'll be getting that information from your websites and all.